Hi, I am thando and my pronouns are they, them, and you're listening to Soul Motion.
I know my attention is gonna go in and out a bit because I'm trying to like roll up a blunt as we're speaking. Because I was like, they're probably gonna take like quite a while, so let me just go roll myself a blunt.
You know, I'm sitting here now because there was a time where I was like, okay, I'm gonna take astrology like seriously, like I'm gonna know everything. And I'm sitting here with like this book I used to write in. Child, I've forgotten half the things in this book.
Are you gonna use the book for the episode?
I think it'll be useful. No, but the thing is also now, like this is a big disclaimer for anyone. I feel like anyone who's really into astrology like knows this. Like astrology, it's not a take. Astrology works on a take what applies basis. So if you take everything and it doesn't apply to you, obviously you're gonna be like, "Hi, this is not true. How can you say somebody's personality is like this because they were born on this?"
Yeah.
Take what applies to you and go. If it doesn't apply to you, leave it. Like now, what's your problem? You know what I mean?
Exactly. So what exactly is astrology? Like explain it. Like what is it? Is it like a study of the stars and the placement of the planets and like what is it? Like I don't like I'm gonna act like a total blonde. I'm gonna act like I don't know.
No. I get
I'm just gonna ask you questions. Go off.
That's what it is. Like it's a study. Okay, so you get tropical astrology, right? And then you get Vedic astrology. Also, what do they call it? They call it sidereal. We get those two types of astrology, and it's basically that. It's a study of the stars and the placement, the like where the stars, like where the planets. You know, I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm probably not because I'm just saying words. But like, what planet the star, what star the planet is in, or you know, or like where the moon is at that particular time. Like that's what astrology, like that's what it is. So we get tropical astrology, which is Western astrology. That's the one everybody uses. And I forgot what it's according, but I know it's not very accurate. No, it goes according to the, because it's I think it's a month or 2 months a sign, and then it's next. And then we get Vedic astrology, which is also sidereal, and that goes according to the phases of the moon, which makes it much more
reliable,
much more accurate. So it's mostly accurate. But then with Vedic astrology, you get there's so much that comes with that, because you get, I forgot what this word is called, right? But if let me give you an example. So if you have like a Capricorn placement and it's dominant in your chart, then the planet Saturn is going to be good for you, right? However, if you have Capricorn in your chart somewhere and it's just there, you know, and you take it and you take Saturn with it, that's not going to be good for you. Like it's bad luck or something. Like,
how is it bad luck? Like why is it bad luck?
Exactly. Astrology is so complicated. Like it's so complicated. That's why most people just take tropical astrology and they run, because it's like,
and they run with it. Yeah, because it's a bit
like easier. I see you.
Yeah.
No, not today. But I don't know. I've been trying to get into Vedic astrology. I feel like I see it's much more accurate. Like I'll look at somebody's birth charts and I look at their tropical, and I'm like, from what I know about you, this isn't you. Let's see what your sidereal says. And it's like, oh, this is
can now to make sense a bit,
you know. But then with my best friend, like she's like, the tropical never lets her down. I'm like, oh, okay then. So I guess
it kind of works both ways depending on like person, I guess.
Yeah. Like then again, like with both types of astrology, it's take what applies to you. Don't take everything. You know?
Yeah. Okay, so like explain what is a birth chart? Like how do you determine a birth chart? Like how do you how do you even read a birth chart? I don't know how to read a birth chart. I've seen like, and I know it's like really unreliable because a lot of the astrologers that I bump into on my Twitter are like don't use this app, it's like fucked up. But like CoStar, they have like this, they have this thing, and I don't even know how to read it. So I was just like, okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here, and I'm just gonna delete it because every other astrologer on my phone says that it's not reliable.
We do not use CoStar, babe. Oh my, that is a terrible app.
How is it a terrible app? What did it do to you guys? Like,
we do not use CoStar. Okay, so you know, like the CoStar notifications. Like sometimes they're like funny or whatever, or sometimes they're like you, and it's like like what did I do? Like you know, like the notifications will come to you and you didn't know. Like I don't know if you know that. Like I had CoStar for a little while, and then it was like, ish, man. But you know, the thing is also people have what works for them.
Yeah.
So
it's like it personally attacks people without like any context, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now some of us don't need that, and like we like now like other astrologers in the community are probably like, I'm not an astrologer. I'm just really into astrology, but I'm not an astrologer.
You're still part of the community though. I guess.
Astrologers are probably like other astrologers are probably like, this app attacks people. I don't think you guys want that. Like for your mental health, like just delete that app, you know?
Yeah.
But the thing is, a birth chart. Oh my goodness, where do we start? Okay, so
the beginning.
the beginning. So for the birth chart, the time is very essential. Like it's very, very important because without the time, you don't get the rising sign. You don't get the direct moon placement. You don't get the houses as well. You know
what are houses?
And the degrees too. You know, because then they have to.
What the degrees? Like you have to know the degrees in which the Earth would. What? Girl, you confusing me, girl. Come on.
In the birth, like exactly. You see. And the thing is, in the birth chart, the degrees are the most important because it shows you the signs that get along the most, and those signs form like a disharmonious partnership, like you know that thing, compatibility. No, every single person has with every person in their birth charts, every sign that makes up your birth chart makes up you. So that whole you're a Leo, I'm a Scorpio, we can't be together, that's bullshit. Or we're compatible, that's bullshit. Like you can't tell if you're compatible with someone just based off of their sun sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to look at the Venus, you look at the moon, you look at what house the Venus is in, what house the moon is in, and what degree the moon is in. You know, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's quite a few like factors that are involved in
that are very important. You know, and the thing, because you see the birth chart is a circle. It's maths. It's maths.
It's maths. Wait, what do you mean it's maths?
The birth chart is a circle, right?
Yeah.
So there are 12 signs, and each sign is 30 degrees, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the relationship shared between like the planets in the chart or whatever, it's determined by the distance of the signs they're in. Like, do you hear what I mean?
So the degree distance, basically.
Yeah.
I'm not that good at it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the degree distance, exactly. It's maths. More maths in places where maths does not fit. Yeah. So, like, that's literally what it is. So, like, the birth... Okay, I'm not going to say the birth chart tells you... Okay, for me, I remember when I first read my birth charts. I was like, how do you know this?
Why were you...
I was like, how do you know this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it was also a matter of I took what resonates. Like I didn't know. I took what resonated, and it was like, oh, okay, this is me. Oh, okay, not so much me. But like for example, my tropical, I've got what do I have? I have my moon in Capricorn, right? And I've got my ascendant in Capricorn. And because my ascendant is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, Saturn is my birth chart ruler, right? And Capricorn and Saturn are like business placements. Like they're always on drive, business, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm not a business person. So it's like, oh, okay, yes, I may have like those Capricorn placements, but that's not me. You know what I mean? So like,
so you kind of look back on your on the other one, the other charts.
The sidereal. I look at my sidereal.
Yeah.
In my sidereal, I'm a Sagittarius moon and a Capricorn ascendant. And I'm like, okay, this makes sense. You make sense. You make more sense than, you know what I mean. But then again, like on my sidereal, I'm a Pisces sun.
What's wrong with Pisces sun?
No, it's not Pisces sun. It's Pisces placements. Well, it depends on where it is. But I forgot what house it's in. I mean, I can't hate it because it's me. Like when I read it, I'm like, oh, this is me. But like,
like you can't really like be mad.
What do you mean I'm manipulative?
You know?
I know. What do you mean?
Well, what do you mean? Why are you telling me this? How do you know this?
Like, where do you get it? You know what I mean? Like, so it's just that. But then you also get like, you get when the planets are in conjunction and when they're opposite, and you know, like when your placements are square, that's bad. Like that's, I feel like that's not bad because it's just harmonious. Like at 90, like I said, the distance, you know, it determines the relationship between the aspects, right? Now, if the distance is 90 degrees, it's disharmonious. It's bad. 90 degrees is bad.
90 degrees bad. Got it. Got it.
Like, I don't know if I'm making sense.
Like, I'm learning so much right now.
There was this one astrologer. She was my favorite astrologer. And then I don't know, and then she started scamming people.
Stabbing.
She started scamming.
Oh, I thought you said stabbing. I was like, no. You say this like so normally. I'm like, what do you mean stabbing?
She started scamming.
I mean, scamming is a bit better, but it's no good still. But
that's a big thing in the spiritual astrological community. Every day, every 2 business days, they're asking something for scamming. They're asking something for. I remember they had this space, right? And they were just talking about how this astrologer does things like what, but she was my favorite. She literally I think she lost a hairbrush or something, and she found it using a birth chart. Do you know how insane that is?
She what?
She lost her hairbrush. She found it using a birth chart. I was like, you can never.
How does that even happen?
I was like, you can never ever tell me that astrology is not real. I know. Okay.
I'm so good. How did she find her hairbrush using a? Wait, did she use the coordinates on the birth charts or something to locate her brush?
Yes, that's what she used. I remember she used the Cancer placements, and she was like, okay, so Cancer rules this in the house, and it's at this degrees, so my hairbrush should be, and then she found it. I was like, wow. So that was the day where I was like, you can never tell me astrology is not real.
Yeah, man, you can never like say that shit is like not real.
You can never in your life tell me that is not real.
That's so cool. Like I'm so whoa.
Oh, like when I was shocked. I was like, what? What do you mean?
I'm shocked right now. Like,
Like, what do you
found
mean?
your brush according to a fucking birth chart. What the fuck?
Because she was like, okay, it went missing at this time. And I started looking for it at this. I was like, wow. No lie. Wow.
My mouth is like wide open right now. Whoa, that's so cool. Now I want to be an astrologer. Wait, do you like just like study up on astrology, or it's like a spiritual gift thing?
No. You can. I think it's both. Okay, wait. Because you get like spirituality, and then you get like astrological spirituality.
What's astrological spirituality?
Start by studying up on it, but like because now wait. Okay, so you start with astrology, right? And then you enter divinity, and now it's either you pick tarot or you pick something else. Because I think there's a lot. I remember when I was deep in the shackles of this thing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for astrology. I'm still I want to start tarot, but like I'm still on astrology still. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start with astrology, and then I'm gonna go to tarot. You know? So like, yeah, I think you can just study up on it. So I feel like if you know what your houses do, if you know what your degrees mean, like you've got astrology done on a lock, because with astrology, like you did as never stop learning. Like you could be an experienced astrologer, you've been doing astrology for 10 years, and you could learn something new. You know what I mean? Like astrology is one of those things where you don't stop learning. Yeah. It's fun. Like I think it's really fun. Like I think it's fun. You get people. I hate people who hate on astrology. Like, what do you mean? Just say you just on it and pack up.
Yeah, and then when they start like hanging on it and start coming up with these stupid theories about like why it's not like a real thing, it's like,
right?
Shut the fuck up and like go to bed. Like come on, child. We're bigger and better than this.
Like, don't piss me off. Like, you don't get it, it's fine. But it's also very complicated to get. Because each sign has its list of faces. And then each planet,
what are faces? Like what are the faces?
Like traits.
Oh, okay.
Like each sign has their own specific list of traits. And I mean, I'm not saying you could get different traits. Like you could go online and search for a certain sign's traits, and then they could be different to another
like website.
To another website. But like each sign has its own traits, and then each planet has its own traits or its own, like with Neptune. Neptune is the planet of like spirituality and illusion and creativity. You know what I mean? Like each
that makes sense why I like Neptune so much. Right?
Yeah.
Like if it was up to me, I'd be living in Neptune, but it's too far from Earth. So. Unfortunately, my dreams were crushed at a very young age.
Yeah, but like each, and then with the houses, because each house has its own thing. It means, and then you get descendants, and then you get midhavens, and then you get your rising, and there's a house for every single one of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what, yeah.
So wait, what's a house? Is it like because I've seen it somewhere. It's like a number and then an age. Is that what the house is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like the first house is like how the world views you, or how you view the world, or like that. And then the second house, it's security and warmth, and it's money, comfort. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like let's say we have,
No, I'm listening to what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Like, let's say you have, I don't know what's the lucky planet? Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of luck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say you have Jupiter in the second house, and your Jupiter in the second house is maybe under the sign Capricorn, and it's there. Like, I'm not saying it's guaranteed that you're going to be successful, but those two together, very powerful. You know what
Very
I mean?
powerful in terms of like determining your success or your luck.
Yeah. Very, very powerful when those three are put together. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is also, like, sometimes you just mustn't take astrology literally. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? Like, don't take it literal. Like, in terms of like how people read up on horoscopes and then that's how their days are gonna like go.
Yes,
or something.
like that. Like that. Like it's back to take what applies. If it doesn't apply, don't force it. Don't force it, because now you're forcing it, and it's gonna be, oh no, but I read my horoscope and my horoscope said this, and that didn't happen. So, because it wasn't for you. You know how you go on TikTok, right, and you get those tarot readers, and they're like, take what applies, and if it doesn't apply, please just swipe. That's astrology.
Yeah,
that's literally astrology in a shell.
But like, you know how some tarot like videos are like, I didn't post any I didn't put any hashtags in the thingy section. So if this is for you, it's for you. And then you like take it and you run with it. Like, what then?
Algorithm, babe, it's algorithm. Algorithm. Like, I get those, and then it's always so stupid because it'll be like, he's coming. I don't want him to come back, and I swipe. Because what do you mean?
What do you mean he's coming back?
Don't piss me off. No, but like, I feel like astrology is it's a gateway to spirituality. It might not be the gateway, because there are like multiple gateways to spirituality, but for me personally, it was my gateway to spirituality, because I've always been. I remember I was grade 2 reading my horoscope. Like, this is my thing.
You were reading your horoscope in grade 2. Did we even know how to read in grade 2? What?
Yeah. What do you mean? Did we?
When did people learn how to start reading? When, like, some kids. Okay, maybe it's this new generation. This new generation just doesn't know. Like, the children born from like 2010 downwards, they just don't know how to read.
No, I was because my mom used to have my mom used to have an obsession with like horoscope and stuff. And I was in grade 2, and I was like, and like, I remember, like, I was so into astrology, and then I learned that, wait, it's not just horoscopes, it expands. Like, it expands. It goes, it's wide. Like, astrology is so widespread.
Did you get like books on it and stuff?
Yeah. Like, I was talking to this person, right? And they were like, Sagittarius is always searching for the next big thing. So I was like, that's so widespread. It doesn't apply to you. Like, what you have to look at is, okay, maybe Sagittarius is always looking for the next best thing, but are you always looking for the next best thing, you know? Like, he was a Sagittarius.
Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius, and I'm gonna tell you right now that I don't think that applies to me. See?
So, like, I was telling them, I was like, no, don't take it like that. Take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because, but you know, the degrees are really what have me in a chokehold.
Like, is it difficult with the degrees, or is it
not that it's difficult, but like, I have the worst memory. I think any other person could, like, you know, or maybe I just haven't been doing enough reading. Because like with
No, I mean, I feel like also memory plays a part, because don't you have to like remember the
yeah,
like where which sign is in which like degree position?
yeah. Pardon, because
Like,
you get
do they shift though? Do they shift? Like does
the
it change like every year, or is it like the same basic thing?
I think it's the same. I'm really not sure about that. I actually have to look that up. I'd have to look that up. That's a question that I. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask, like about like, because everyone like makes fun of this, and it's like the tweets are so funny, like because it's like I get it, like, but like when people talk about Mercury retrograde, like retrograde in general, like planet retrograde, what is that?
Okay, so basically, you know, the planets all they move in a circle. What do the planets do?
They
rotate around each other. They rotate around the sun.
Yeah.
Basically, retrograde is okay. So Mercury doesn't physically move backwards. However, it appears to be moving backward. And so, with Mercury retrograde, when they say Mercury is moving backwards, that's like everything ruled by Mercury is now to a standstill, or it's on a slow. You know what I mean? Because Mercury is the planet of communication, thinking, and logic. I mean, it's the planet of so much more, but I don't know the other things. Those are the only three like I have to top of my mind right now. But like, so you know, like during Mercury retrograde, communication is totally fucked. You know, or like when retrograde is about to approach, like you notice, would see, hey, corner off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like corner, there's something there. Okay. So like, it's not that Mercury is dead, like in real life moving backwards. It just appears that it's moving backwards, and that's.
Wait, how does it appear that it's moving backwards? Is it just going slower than most planets, or like?
Okay, that one I don't know. But that's something else I have to look up. I love this because now I have to do more research. Now I'm targeting insights. Because I put everything on pause. I was like, okay, like this is so much. Let me. But now I'm gonna find out for you, and I'm gonna tell you. No, but like that's what like the term. Leave just Mercury retrograde. It's when a planet appears to be moving backwards. Like last year, we had a Venus retrograde, and it was, I think it was, and it was in Aries as well. I think that was a mess. I remember because it was biased. But like,
wait, I like what happened? Like, wait, what happened? I'm trying to come up with like a solid question, but like the only question that's popping up in my head was like, what happened? Like, when was it? Like, was it around like April?
No, it was in December.
Wait,
Venus retrograde.
Oh yeah.
Venus retrograde was last year in December, and I remember it was Venus retrograde in April. Okay, see that. I understand that Venus is the planet for love. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It doesn't have to be like you know, it doesn't have to be romantic. Like, it can just be love between you and your family, you and your friends, you know?
Yeah.
So like, it's the planet of love, social interaction, like affection, illusion, charm, all of that. That's what Venus is the planet for. And last year it was in retrograde in Aries. Now we all know what Aries, like the Aries placements in itself. Like Aries, like if you have Aries in your chart and it is, let me say your big five, because your big five is how you interact with people, you know?
Wait, for my tropical, because that's the only one I know, I have Aries as my moon.
Are you okay, babe?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I don't even want to lie and say, oh, I'm fine. No, I'm not.
We gonna get you out. Don't worry. like
my big three are like they're very worrying.
yeah. I know you have Sag in there. You've got Aries.
Yeah, I'm
You're right.
I'm
He's
Sag
Aries as
sign,
well, right?
Aries moon, and Gemini rising.
Huh?
Yeah.
What? Are the other people okay?
I am not a good person. I'm not a good person. I feel like we've made this very clear a couple of times. I'm not a good person, and fully, I'm gonna be one of those people that blame it on my birth chart. Fully.
No, as you should. They can get mad.
You know?
They can get mad. I am 100% on blaming things on your birth chart.
Yeah.
Sue me. What are you gonna do? Are we gonna fight? Let's fight if we're gonna fight. Because there's nothing
You know? Exactly.
like there's nothing you can do.
Okay, so wait, back to Venus retrograde. Like, how did it work? Okay, so what? It kind of like put a standstill on like romantic. Okay, not romantic relationships, but like
Not
love.
like a standstill. No, because people were saying if your relationship survives this Venus retrograde, you're strong. You're strong. And there were, I know that there were a lot of people who like ended things. They were like, maybe it was Venus retrograde, maybe it was just December, but breaking up because December is childish. So I'm gonna say it's Venus retrograde because like Aries placements tend to be very like impulsive. Like the Aries placement in itself, like it's impulsive, it's fast paced, it's always here, you know. It's here, like things are hectic. Like calm down, no, not with Aries placement. What do you mean calm down? I don't want peace. I don't want peace. I want problems.
Always.
That's the Aries placement, like it's there. And now Venus is coming because you know Venus is like the model of femininity and calmness and illusion and affection. And now it's in retrograde in Aries. Maybe that's a mess. That is an entire mess and a half. And like, you know, that's basically it. That's like because there were times like in December where I personally I was like, just be single because I see you Venus, I see you Aries. It's fine. You don't want this for me, I don't want it for me either. Let me back up. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, man. But the thing is also like not a bad thing per se. Like I mean, a lot of things go retrograde, but it's not a bad thing. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's not a good thing either. But like it's necessary. Does that make sense? And
No, it does make sense.
But like it's not a bad thing. It's not a train smash. Like I don't know if we're out of. I don't think we're out of retrograde yet. Are we?
I don't know.
I haven't checked.
I don't know.
Because the last time I checked, we were in retrograde, and I was feeling it. I think we're still in retrograde. Yeah.
We still are?
Yeah. Until tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, until tomorrow. And the thing is, there's 3 Mercury retrogrades in a year. Wow.
What's wrong with Mercury? We gotta ask Mercury, what's up, baby girl? Like,
why?
3 times a year? Like, what do you mean?
Why? I would just like to know why. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. I don't get it. You know, another thing is, you know, like the misconceptions we have of the signs. I feel like that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Like for people who are in like the astrological opinion, like me, I know that like because you're a Gemini, it doesn't mean you're the son of Satan. However, someone who is not in the community that has heard things about Gemini placements, not like, oh, you Satan. You know what I mean? And it's not even like I said, everyone is made up of every sign in their birth charts. And like I'm gonna use like Aries and Gemini and what other sign do they hate? Virgos and Capricorns. Like
And sometimes Sagittarius, but like
and Scorpios. Oh, they hate Scorpios.
Yeah.
They hate Scorpio. I love me a Scorpio place. I love Scorpio place. I love me Scorpio place. Like it's chat.
Oh, you gotta get that brain checked out. Because honestly, but yeah.
Come on. I love you. Like there's nothing like the thing is that like you get people who are like Geminis are bad and Geminis are this and Virgos are harsh and Virgos are always judgments. But wait, listen. Let's see your birth chart. Let's see that person's birth chart. Where is it? What house is it in? And what planet is it accompanied by? Maybe we can explain it. You know? I know I said earlier, like I believe in blaming everything on the birth charts. But like, let's see. Let's take the birth chart out. Let's see where it is. We'll talk about it. You know?
Yeah,
we'll
determine the actual problem.
Yeah, we're determining the actual problem. Like here's another thing. There was this other astrologer who was like, because the birth chart isn't just you can use it for anything. And she was basically like she found her partner's sexual kinks by looking at their birth charts. Okay.
I wonder what they were. Some people have like the weirdest kinks ever.
Like they found out their partners and like what the child who was like in their birth chart. Like Saturn, where is it the degree or the house? The degree your Saturn is in, right, is how do I say it? It's not your solar return. Is it your solar return? Yes, it's your solar return. Oh no.
What's a solar return? Is it like a rebirth or something?
Something like that. Like it's basically okay. No. You see the day you were born, right?
Yeah.
Where the sun was on that day. Your solar return is on the day of your solar return. The sun is where it was the day you were born. Does that make sense?
It's where the sun was.
Yeah, the day you were born. Does that make sense? Like,
no, it does.
So it's and solar returns are ruled by Saturn, the planet of growth, the planet of business, the planet of responsibility, order. Because that's Saturn. That's the planet of Saturn.
Yeah.
So the degree your Saturn is, for example, my Saturn. My Saturn is at 23 degrees. So my solar return is going to be when I'm 23 years old.
Your solar return is going to be when?
When I'm 23 years old.
Based on the
degree of where Saturn. Yeah, you see?
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, that's basically that's solar returns. And then you get the trines and the sextiles and the squares. Like I said about the squares bad. That, and then you get like conjunctions and stuff. It's a lot. Astrology is a lot. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's fun because you never stop learning. Like you learn something new, or like every time you do research on it, like you learn something new. And luckily, like the community is so inviting. Like this, okay, let me not lie. Some people in the community are very inviting. But then you'll
some, not even most.
Because you get those now and then who want to gatekeep. Like, why are you gatekeeping?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, you get like those who want to. It's like, what are you gatekeeping? We're all doing the same thing.
Why are you even gatekeeping?
Yeah, But I feel like you get to meet like really nice people in the astrology community and stuff. Because it leads you into like the spiritual community. Oh, those ones have problems. Those girlies, they've got problems. They hate each other. They hate each other. So I'm so sorry, but they hate each other. Every 2 days, they're fighting. The girls are fighting every 2 days. Like this other day, there was this one who was I don't know what happened. So it was these two astrologers, and they like do tarot, right? And so basically, the one was talking bad about the other one because the other one Okay, so the guy wanted to be with the girl, right? But she didn't want to be with him.
Of course the boy is involved. Jesus
And
fucking
then
Christ.
he started talking shit about her business and saying like her readings are fake. And I was too stunned. Like I was too stunned to speak. Because then she released like a little press release typey thing, and she was like, no, I'm not gonna speak on him. Like he said what he said when he knows what went down between. Yeah, there was a lot. They're always fighting. No, but I feel like it's a very nice community to be a part of.
Yeah.
Like it's a really nice
all
community.
the things that you have to learn and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's like it's pretty cool. And it's easy to like ask people questions and stuff. Get their insight on it and stuff. Because sometimes you can't really just learn by yourself.
You can also get yourself like mentors, and like it's fun. Like it's really fun. I really enjoy it. And I know like not everybody's gonna enjoy it. Like you get straight men. Ugh, I hate straight men. And they're like geeky and thin about it. And it's like, okay, well that's you.
Straight men just like are very insecure, so we shouldn't even like give a fuck about what they have to say or whatever.
Right?
Like go to therapy and then I'll give you a chance.
You're so right. You're so right.
Like just go to therapy and then I'll give you like the mic to speak on. Just fucking relax.
You are so fucking right. But like get people who like ridicule it and stuff, but it's like, okay, well that's like yeah. I know why I believe in it. I know why it works for me. It works for me. It doesn't have to work for you. It's fun. I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I learned so much today. Thank you so much for actually teaching me about all of these things. So, I'm still gonna have you on more. So I'm gonna do my own research, and then like you're gonna let me know if maybe like that's really not like correct, because you did mention that some of y'all are scammers.
You're a signer, and yes,
and I don't want to be scammed, signer. So so I'm gonna continue and ask you about it, definitely. And I'm gonna have you back here because you're definitely gonna be a fan favorite on this podcast. And
yes, please. I'm giggling.
It's your giggle. I can't help it. It's your giggle. Like how you giggle like after every sentence. It's like, oh my gosh. But thank you so much for actually like letting me have this conversation with you, and I learned so much like about houses and trees and stuff. Like now I'm gonna do proper research, because I tried to do research like 2020 and then I don't know what happened, but I just stopped.
Like it's hard. It's not hard, but like I feel like I was having when I was doing like all of the research. Like I feel like I was mid deep like in an episode. I was like, okay, this is all I'm gonna focus on now, and this is what I want to do. Yeah, so that was but now I kind of see like the open-mindedness of it all, and like I'm gonna try and take everything step at a time. Like I even have like a little book in my room with like all my little notes and stuff. So I'm gonna fill it up definitely after this. Like I'm gonna fill it up. Wow, I learned. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you so much for having me.
You are so great. Thank you for being here and taking your time out of your day. to speak
Thank
to
you,
me. All right, girl.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank you.
girl. Have a
This
good
was very
day.
fun. Thank you.
It was.
Bye.
Bye.